Did I spill something on my shirt?
You look exactly like your cousin.
On the outside, maybe.
What do you mean?
Nigel won't tell Mr. Clint Buchanan, the head of the family he serves, that his own wife is being unfaithful with his own brother. I mean, if that's not a butler's job, what is? It's wonderful to have you back.
Oh, thank you, Nigel.
How's Matthew?
He might not need that wheelchair soon.
Oh, my. What a relief.
Yeah, it is. So how are things going here?
They will be fine once your mother and Mr. Buchanan are together again.
What are you talking about?
Rachel?
Hi. I came back a little early. They needed me at the center.
Well, welcome home. You didn't happen to bring home your mother with you, did you?
Nigel believes it's not his place to mention...
Hanky-panky, but you don't agree, right, Neff?
Well, it's loyalty, isn't it? The quality most looked for in a man. Generations of Bartholomew Smiles have taken pride. Did you say hanky-panky?
Hold that thought. Doctor's appointment.
I had to reschedule. It's a long story, but it wasn't total loss.
Is that
Blood? Yeah, and it's from Rex's father.
Thought maybe you could use this.
I need this more. Where's Shane? And why does it smell like cupcakes?
We had to bake 5 dozen for his school's bake sale. He decided to sack out early.
Doesn't sound like a bad idea.
So what did Stacy do this time? At her doctor's appointment.
We didn't go.
Don't tell me she weaseled her way out of another one.
No, she showed up. I asked her to reschedule it. Didn't you get my message?
My phone died. I had to recharge it. What happened?
My father tried to off himself.
Hey.
Oh. Hey.
You seeing Carlos?
Yeah, until Rachel gets back.
Howard Starr and the baby.
They're pretty much perfect.
So life is good, yeah?
Yeah, well, I'm with the girl I love. We have a beautiful, healthy baby. Doesn't get much better than that, huh?
Mitch tried to kill himself?
Looks that way.
The man who came back from the dead twice?
He stabbed himself with a letter opener.
He was in jail. How did he get a letter opener?
It was on the desk in John's office. I was on my way out when I saw what had happened. I figure I should go with him to the hospital.
Why? You hate the guy.
Well, I wanted to get a hold of some of the SOB's blood in case he kicked off. If Shane ever gets sick, if Mitch dies.
Oh, I see. Is he going to die?
He might. Maybe I'll finally do something right.
I'm so sorry you have to deal with all this.
I'll just be glad when this is all over. And I can go back to thinking of Bo as my father.
What does that say?
Can you tell where they are?
What's going on? Matthew asked me to come by to see if you had any leads on Danny.
I'm getting something now. We're gonna find your daughter, Taya.
Okay, then. Not too much longer now. We'll be in Canada before we know it.
How are we gonna get across the border?
Wait. Just right through like everyone else, Danny.
But what about Blair? She's here because you pointed a gun at her.
Danny, don't worry. I'll figure something out.
Have a good session. Hey, tell Star I said hi. I mean, I'm sorry, if you don't mind.
No, I don't mind. You know, Star, she finally got through my thick head that you didn't do anything wrong.
No, I did. I should have been firmer about boundaries.
Look, she really needed someone. You were there, and well, I wasn't.
Well, I'm glad she's happy and that things are better for you, too.
You know, she feels really bad that you lost your job because of her.
No, you know what? I'm fine. I'm back in med school.
You're what? Are you seeing someone?
No.
Yeah, but you want to, huh?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so what's she like?
Well, she's really tough. You know, I mean, so anybody messes with somebody she loves, and she's not afraid to just scratch their eyes out. But if you have a problem, no one's a better listener. And she makes killer pancakes.
Oh, she sounds pretty great.
She is.
And so you really like her, huh?
Well, I'd lie, cheat, and write bad checks for her. So yeah, I guess I really like her.
Want a cupcake?
That's okay. Thanks. All the time I thought that my father was dead. I wish I could have known him. Now that I do, I wish he was dead.
Sounds like a lot of people feel that way about Mitch.
Yeah, except he's not their father.
Does Jessica know what happened?
Yeah, we hung out in the emergency room together. Not because either one of us gives a damn about Mitch. She was just as interested in his blood as I was, because of Bree.
She's not sick, is she?
No, but she is Shane's cousin, so Jess just figured better safe than sorry.
Right. Did you get the blood?
No, they actually asked us to donate some of ours for him.
You're kidding.
Except Jess couldn't donate because she is Hep C. I wasn't a match. But then they miraculously found his blood type at a blood bank nearby. Lucky, huh? He'll probably live forever.
Well, I wish you had tried harder to get in touch with me. I would have come to the hospital.
When your phone wasn't turned on, I figured you were too busy.
Well, how could I be too busy for you?
Well, you were too busy to tell me how you took care of Skylar after he saved you from those gay bashers last night. Remember?
I still don't get why you need Rex's father's blood.
Well, just in case Rex decides to go through with the paternity test.
This is my ticket proving baby's Rex's.
So, how are things going with Prince Charles over there?
All systems are go.
You convinced him to tell Clint about his wife and his brother?
Well, he'd do anything I wanted now, but that isn't gonna work.
Why not?
Well, Neville says that Clint would never believe that kind of news coming from him. He's got to hear it from Nigel. He's like Clint's most trusted employee.
And Nigel thinks you're only after Clint for his money.
True.
So, how are you gonna get him to tell Clint that his wife's cheating on him with his brother?
I'm not. I'm gonna get Neville to do it.
You just said
Yeah,
that...
I know what I said. All we have to do is turn Neville into Nigel.
I can't tell you how much I appreciate you staying with Matthew so Nora and Bo could come back home for Jared's funeral.
Come on. He's my little brother. I actually hated leaving him, but I needed to get back to work.
Clearly, your mother's daughter. Or shouldn't I have said that?
I'm flattered.
Yeah. It's just that we lost Jared so suddenly. I want my family to know how much they mean to me.
Thank you, Clint. I was actually starting to worry I might have worn out my welcome.
Oh, no. That's not possible. Nothing I like more than a house full of people, and I can't wait for Matthew and Nora to get back because I want us all to be a real family again.
Do you have a lead?
GPS signal.
Rayburn kidnaps two people and uses a GPS?
The rental car agreement said that Blair rented a portable GPS, and it just turned on, so now it's a matter of tracking him.
Well, you'd figure out a way to find them.
What's taking so long?
The satellite has to go through millions of roads to find one device.
Is everything ready to go?
Cruisers and unmarked vehicles are ready to go.
All right, I think we got him.
Hey, Danny, you're going to love Canada. Remember in Tahiti how you wished it would snow during Christmas?
Mom said you don't need snow to make it Christmas.
Oh, but you forget all about Mom, okay? We're gonna start over. Just you and me.
But what about Blair?
Please enter your destination.
What the hell was that?
Nothing.
That's why you were rooting around in that bag. Clear?
Ross, watch the road. Would you stop it? Ross!
Where did you get this TP? You got this out of the rental car, didn't you? You want to get yourself killed?
Stop talking about killing. Did you really think that I was going to let you take us? Without at least trying to save myself and Danny?
Listen to me very carefully, Blair. Danny doesn't need saving. Can't say the same for you.
What now? Looks like the GPS lost power. So have we got no other way to find them? We have a general idea where they are. Let's get moving. Come on.
I'm coming with you. Look, Stace, without his glasses, Neville's practically a ringer for Nigel.
You think?
Since when have we backed down from a makeover?
Okay, so you turn him into Nigel, and then he goes to Clint and tells him the truth about Bo and Nora, and
and we wait for Clint's marriage to explode. So Kimmy can pick up the pieces in that special way she has.
And you're sure you can't just get Nigel to do it?
No, I wish, but he already thinks I'm up to something.
And Clint won't believe Neville?
Would you?
Yeah. I mean, maybe we could just send Clint an anonymous letter.
All that spelling.
Yeah, you're right.
Our only option is to convince Neville to turn himself into Nigel and drop a bomb. Nice moves, Nev. How do you like that, Neville?
Very much.
Yeah? If you want more, you're gonna have to tell Clint the truth about his brother and his wife.
Oh, but Nigel said I mustn't.
Oh, well, can Nigel make you feel like this?
You made an excellent point.
So you'll do it?
Oh, well, I guess I could. But how?
Well, for starters, we're gonna have to fix that accent.
What? What accent?
Is that a little souvenir Space Needle?
Hope you don't already have one.
As a matter of fact, I don't. Hey. So I just got some pretty good news about Matthew's surgery.
Yes, you did. And what happened to your eye?
Oh, I tried to stop a fight at Rhodey's. One of the participants took exception.
Is that what you were just thinking about? Because you didn't even know I was here.
Skylar didn't take a punch for me. He was trying to stop those creeps from hassling the gay guy.
So when you told me the story, why did you leave the part about Skylar out?
I didn't want to upset you. You've got enough on your plate.
You didn't think it would upset me to find out that one of those jerks grabbed you?
No, because I'm fine.
Yeah, thanks to Skylar.
It was no big deal.
Well, it seems like it was a pretty big deal, Skylar. He said he didn't like the way those creeps were looking at you.
Since when do you care what Skylar thinks or feels?
I don't. I care about what you feel.
What is that supposed to mean?
That I think maybe you kept quiet about what Skylar did. Because what would upset me is how much it meant to you.
Your father tried to off himself today, and you still want to talk about Skylar.
I think we have to.
You're seeing something that isn't there. Your whole life has been in a tailspin since you found out Mitch was your father.
Don't. We both know this isn't about Mitch.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say.
You wanted to talk about it before I took off with Natalie.
Yeah, I wanted us to go to counseling.
Because of the way you were feeling about Skylar.
Well, that wasn't the only reason.
Stacy, I know.
We still have to figure out a way to deal with this baby.
True, but I don't think we have to go to counseling.
You want to just keep going the way we are?
No, I want to talk about it now. You and Skylar.
I keep telling you, there is no me and Skylar.
I saw it when he showed up at the police department today. The way you are when you're around him. Those feelings didn't go away, did they?
Rex.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So I guess the question is, what do you want to do about those feelings, Gigi? What do you want to do about Skylar?
I don't want to talk about what I was thinking.
Why not?
Because, frankly, it's creepy.
Come on, how bad can it be?
Don't ask.
After the life I've lived, I don't shock too easily. And if you forgot, I happen to be a counselor.
Thank you. I'm fine.
Which is what addicts say right before they start
No,
using.
that's not gonna happen.
Okay, well, what if I am just someone to talk to?
I could use someone to talk to.
Yeah, I thought so.
I don't know where to begin.
Wherever you want.
Well, I just told Cole about my girlfriend, who's not really my girlfriend.
Gigi. I figured it was about her.
Yeah, that's not even the creepy part.
What is?
Okay. So, cone of silence?
Cone of silence.
Gigi's sister had a miscarriage. She lost Rex's baby.
Oh, so she's not pregnant?
No, she is, just by somebody else.
Who?
Me.
Repeat after me. Mr. Buchanan, I'm afraid I have some bad news.
Go ahead.
Mr. Buchanan, I'm afraid I've a bit of bad news for you.
Almost. Mr. Buchanan, I'm afraid...
I can't.
Don't you want me?
Yes, I want you more than anything I've wanted in a very long time.
Then say it.
But I can't see. And if I can't see, I can't talk. And if I can't talk, I might pretend I'm my cousin. What's that for?
Disposable contact lenses.
Oh, no, I can't put something in my eyes.
They'll help you see. Give them a whirl from me.
Oh, but even if I use the contact lenses and fix my accent, what do we do about my clothes?
We'll leave that to us. Trust us, Nev. You're in good hands.
Mr. Buchanan will know I'm not my cousin, and when the head of Buchanan Enterprises find out he's been tricked, well, he'll have my arse.
Your what?
I'll lose my job. I'll be on the dole. Generations of Bartholomew Smythes will... No, I won't. Do it. I'll tell you, I won't.
I will fax that to you as soon as I get the papers. Yeah, the fully executed copy, yes. And thanks again for putting a rush on this, okay? All right. Yes, Nigel?
These papers arrived for your signature, sir.
Oh, well, speak of the devil.
You certainly seem to be burning the midnight oil lately.
Well, let's hope that Mrs. Buchanan appreciates that.
Mrs. Buchanan?
Yeah, the more I get done, the more time I'll have to spend with her once she gets home.
Sir.
Yes.
I have something unfortunate to tell you.
Okay, we're going to be on this for a little bit.
If the Seattle cops find Ross before we do and they corner him, he could hurt Danny or Blair.
No, he won't. No matter what you think of Ross, he would never hurt Daniela. I promise you that.
Well, what about Blair? Is he capable of hurting her?
Yes.
You don't want to hurt Blair, do you, Daddy?
You're right, honey, I don't. I mean, I wish we could have trusted her, but now we know we can't. And I'm just not sure what to do about that.
So you think you want to get rid of me, Ross? Is that it? Daddy.
It's all right, Danny.
No, you know what? Go right ahead. You do that, then I don't have anything to lose. You're telling Danny the truth. What do you mean?
Shut up, Blair.
No.
Shut up right
Daddy?
now. I told it's going to be okay, Danny.
How can everything be okay? Are you going to shoot Blair?
I'm not going to shoot Blair, honey. Okay, I'm just nervous, that's all. She nearly blew it for us when she turned on that GPS, and I want everything to work out. Don't you?
Look at Danny.
Oh, shut up.
Look at her. You love her, don't you?
Of course I love her.
You've loved her since the minute she was born and they first put her in your arms, right? You wanted to keep her safe? You wanted to keep her happy?
What is your point?
My point is, look at her, Ross. She's terrified, and you did that to her. I mean, I can tell. Look at her eyes. Is that what you want for her? You want to keep her safe by taking her away from her mother and Todd?
Todd? What's he got to do with me?
3 miles north. Thank you. One of the units found a GPS on the side of the road.
You were right about where they were headed.
Now they're heading for the border.
We're not going to make it before they do.
We'll find a way to catch them.
You know, the whole time you and I were married, you used to drive, I'd navigate. One thing I know how to do is find a shortcut.
Well, what unfortunate thing do you have to tell me, Knight? Is it Nora? Is she all right?
She's fine. I'm just aware of the amount of stress that you've been under, sir, since young Jared's loss. I hate to have to remind you that tonight is my weekly bridge club.
You're kidding me. You think you'd actually get axed for pretending to be Nigel?
I'm sure of it.
If anything, this guarantees you job security.
How do you figure that?
You said it yourself. Loyalty. You'll show Mr. Buchanan just how far you're willing to go to protect him.
Oh, I don't know.
Trust me. Clint will get down on his knees to thank you. And so will I.
Imagine, might I give those contact lenses a whirl?
By George, I think he's got it.
I could, of course, cancel my bridge club, sir.
Is it tonight?
I'd be more than happy to. With everything you have to do, perhaps you could use my help. Nigel's my cousin. Of course I can speak like him. I know everything about him.
Well, it's just that for a while there...
Well, what? You didn't believe me? Did you happen to know that my cousin has a weekly bridge game this very evening? So he most likely will not be in tonight.
Nigel, go to your bridge club.
It's really not necessary.
I think it is. You look a little tense, and a few rubbers of bridge would do you a world of good.
Please,
no.
Sir, I assure you...
No arguments.
You're certain?
Go, Nigel. Enjoy the night.
Thank you, sir. Go. How do I look? Nigel's spitting image?
Oh, my God.
What's the problem?
What are we going to do about those teeth?
I thought you and Stacy broke up a long time ago.
We did, but a couple of months ago she came over to my place because we were both feeling kind of bad. Rex and Gigi had just gotten back together.
And you comforted each other.
Yeah, and she drugged my iced tea.
Stacy drugged you when she knows you're an addict?
Yep. And she knew it was the only way I'd ever touch her. The only thing I can remember about that night is thinking that she was Gigi.
And you got her pregnant?
You know, I thought that I stopped it. I could have sworn that I did.
But Stacy told you that the baby isn't Rex's.
Well, she didn't want to. I walked in on her patting herself to make it look like she was further along.
To fool Rex.
Right, and I called her out on it, and that's when she swore that it was mine.
And you believe her?
The timing's right, Rachel. It's, you know, I was in bed with her. I was drugged. She's definitely pregnant. So, yeah, kid's mine.
Oh, my God, what a mess.
Tell me about it.
I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Well, at least Gigi and Rex must be happy. Now that they know Stacy's not having Rex's baby.
After I left the police station, you know what I did? I took a cab.
You, Gigi Marasco, you took a cab. Why waste money when there are buses in this world?
I know. But it's faster. I wanted to get home. To be with you. Balsam, we belong together.
Marasco, this isn't an answer.
That I want to be with you, that's not an answer?
What about Skylar? What about how you feel about him?
I love you. But that doesn't fix our problems. Stacy's still carrying your baby.
And Skylar's still there for you. In a way I'm not.
I don't want it to be like this.
How can we change it, Gigi? How can we change any of this?
Okay, I haven't told Rex and Gigi that Stacy's lying to them.
They don't know that the baby isn't Rex's.
Not from me.
Well, you're going to tell them, right?
Wrong.
We still haven't tried counseling.
I don't think counseling can fix any of this.
Well, maybe an outside person can...
What, can change the fact that when you look at Skylar, you see this perfect guy, a guy who listens to you, a guy who takes punches for you. You see...
What?
A guy who didn't betray you by sleeping with your sister.
I can't tell Gigi the baby's mine.
Why not?
Because Rex and Gigi have been having problems.
Yeah, because of the baby.
And if they find out that it's not his...
No more trouble in paradise.
I know! I'm a jerk! I'm a jerk!
I'm just here to listen.
It's not, you know what, Rachel? It's not just that. Gigi and I got close because Rex slept with her sister. I mean, I'm the guy that she comes to when she can't deal with what he did.
But if she finds out you did the same thing...
I don't want Gigi looking at me and seeing another guy who slept with Stacy. When you look at me, you see...
The father of my child, my best friend, the guy I spent 4th of July with in a basement in Michigan.
The guy who slept with your sister.
I don't want to see that. I try real hard not to.
But you can't help it. And what about when this baby comes?
You think I'm gonna blame the baby?
No, I know you won't want to, but what if you can't help it? We are looking at possibly a lifetime of me having to deal with Stacy because of this baby. What if every time you look at this baby, you're reminded of how I betrayed you?
Maybe you're right. Maybe there isn't any way we can change any of this.
In a gift cup.
And make sure Clint doesn't see those teeth.
I never thought they were so bad.
No, they're fine. I just wish we could have found something to file them down with, like a chainsaw.
You said I was my cousin's equal.
And you are, as long as you talk with your mouth closed. Just...
Wow.
Right?
Can you imagine the parties you could throw here if your plan works out?
Oh, my plan will work.
Rachel, is that you?
Okay, in about a mile or two, you're gonna take a right.
Yeah, thanks.
That should take us straight to the border.
Our Canadian cops know that Rayburn's heading their way.
I thought you said we'd get there before he did.
Well, with any luck, we will.
Oh, so we're leaving this to luck.
If we don't get there first, they're going to be waiting for him.
What kind of a shortcut is this, Nora? Are we even close or what?
We are getting there.
Bo's doing everything he can, Todd.
That makes me feel better.
You know what? If anyone knows what it's like to almost lose a child, it's us. We will do everything we can, move heaven and earth to make sure you don't lose your daughter.
would he care about me? Well, Todd and I have a child together, a daughter. And he knows what it's like to be a parent. So he cares about your mom, and he knows what she's going through and wants to do everything he can to help her. And he will do anything, go anywhere to find you. He will go to every town, every city, every country until he finds you.
Let him try.
You think you're going to have some great life? Do you, Ross? I mean, you're always going to be looking over your shoulder.
I'm not scared of Todd Manning.
Oh, yeah? Well, what about the cops? If something happens to me, they're going to be right there with Todd.
No one is going to find us.
Maybe not. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're just going to have this great life while you're out running. But what about Danny's life? Huh? Did you ever think about that, Ross? Is that the life that you want for her? This child that you say that you love so much?
Skylar, but Stacy is having your baby.
I know.
How about what that means?
Rachel, that's the first thing I think about when I wake up in the morning. It's the last thing I think about before I fall asleep, if I fall asleep.
You're going to be a father.
Well, as far as Stacy's concerned, that baby is Rex's.
So what?
So she made it quite clear to me that I will have no part in this child's life.
And there are ways to fight that.
Yeah, lawyers cost money, Rachel.
And I know a few that'll work for free.
So what? I'm going to spend the rest of my life in court? No thanks.
Why don't you just say what you mean?
Which is what?
That what really matters to you is making sure Gigi doesn't find out you slept with Stacy.
I thought you were just going to listen.
You know what? I'm sorry, I can't, Skylar. Not when you're willing to let Stacy use your baby to blackmail Rex. I know you care about Gigi. I do. But even if you ended up with her, it would be because of a lie. Is that good enough for you? Can you really go the rest of your life denying that you're a father?
We cannot keep living like this.
I know.
Because I feel like I'm losing you a little at a time.
I don't want that.
I don't either. I really don't want that. But the thing is you can't live with what happened between me and Stacy, and I cannot live with Skylar coming between us.
So how do we fix it?
You need to figure out how you feel about this baby. And you need to figure out how you feel about Skylar. And I need to give you some space to do that.
What are you saying?
I think, Gigi, I think we need to split up.
Rachel?
Is he gone?
How do I look?
How do I look? Perfect. Now get in there and do your stuff. Neville!
Sir? Oh, yes, right.
Do you think Neville will be able to pull this off? He's very motivated. We're both finally gonna get everything we want.
Oh, it's about time.
Rex is gonna fall madly in love with you and your baby, and the three of you are gonna live happily ever after.
With a nanny.
And I'll live with Clint for at least 90 days.
With a butler.
And no prenup.
Nigel? I thought you'd left.
I couldn't possibly play cards this evening. Not with these terrible thoughts preying on my mind.
We're almost there.
Wish the hell we knew if the Canadian cops had spotted them yet.
Look, Danny. Canadian border. We're almost there.
Daddy?
Don't listen to Blair, honey. Everything's gonna be fine, I promise. No, just... We gotta cross this bridge up here, and then we'll ditch the car, and we'll walk around Border Patrol.
That's all?
That's all. And then we can finally be free of your mom, and be free of everyone.
But what about Blair? Ross, look!
Everything's fine. We'll just turn around. No big deal.
It's good we haven't heard from the Canadian cops.
Why?
Well, they can't apprehend him until he crosses the border. He must not be there yet.
Okay, unless he crossed without them knowing.
Nigel, I knew something was bothering you.
You did? How perceptive.
So why don't you come over here and talk to me?
I don't think that's wise, sir. This news is best delivered from a distance.
Well, what is it?
Sir, there's something you must know.
Bo, there.
Daddy!
Is that him?
Hey, you see Daniela? Is she all right?